Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the brand new CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I am so excited about this. I've been testing it out for about a week and I just wanted to share my full thoughts and review with you guys. So if you're interested in that, keep watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. When I saw that CoverGirl was coming out with this foundation in 40 shades, I really wanted to try it because I think it is so amazing that the drugstore is finally catching on to being more inclusive to more skin tones. So I decided to pick this up and give it a try. I ended up buying this online because I couldn't find it in store, which I will link it down below in the bottom bar in case you're interested. But I bought it online, which is always hit or miss when it comes to picking a foundation shade. So I ended up going with M15, which is a medium shade. It looked like it was pretty neutral on this website, and when I got it in the bottle, it looks pretty neutral. It's a little bit cool tone though, and my undertones are very neutral. So I ended up having to mix it. The first time I put it on my face, it looked really gray. So I decided to mix it with my NYX Pro Foundation mixer. I've been using this product for years and years, and it doesn't change the consistency, the finish, anything like that of your foundation. The only thing it does is change the color. So I have this in the shade Olive. Usually I use it if my foundation is too light, but I decided to give it a try anyway to mix in this and try and do a little bit of a better match. It's not a perfect match. It still looks a little bit like the undertones are a little bit off, but I'm going to make it work because I do want to show it to you guys. I have been testing it out for about a week now. I think this is the 5th time that I've worn it. So I do just want to read the claims really quickly. It says, from your favorite CoverGirl foundation line comes a matte formula that isn't drying or cakey. True Blend's Matte Made formula is developed with Flexi Hold technology that creates a strong yet flexible film on skin for durability and comfort, while the mattifying powders absorb oil and minimize pores for a soft, matte, flawless finish up to 12 hours of wear. So it says 12-hour comfort matte, pore minimizing, oil control, transfer resistant, and in 40 shades. That is quite a few claims. I don't usually wear my foundation for 12 hours just because that's a really long time, and I generally only wear my foundation while I'm out and about during the day, and then obviously I wash my face. I'm going to jump into the clip of me applying it today so that you guys can see that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I already prepped my skin with my Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturizer and the Dermalogica Hydro Blur. I have used this combination a million times before, so I just like to use that a lot when I'm testing out a new foundation, but I actually have tried it with a couple of other combinations already. When I went on the website, this is the shade I chose. It's M15, and it looked like it was a really neutral shade, and it's the medium category. There are so many shades, but when you're online, it's just hard to tell what shade you're gonna be. So this is a little bit cooler toned than I thought it was gonna be. I'm very neutral, and I thought this looked really neutral, and I don't know, it does look neutral to me, but then on my face, it looks a little bit gray. So I am going to mix in some of my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in Olive. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it perfect because I have tried quite a few times so far while I've been testing this out, and I just think the undertones just aren't working perfectly for me, but we will make it work with everything we put on top. So I am just going to put a pump of this, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this. So I have this little concoction, and I'm just going to mix it together on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to kind of put it all over my skin. I actually think this might be the best match that I've gotten so far because I self-tanned, I think, 4 days ago, so it's kind of wearing off. So I think I'm at like a good shade for this foundation. So I still have some left over, but I'm just gonna blend this out, and then if I need extra coverage anywhere, I will use that. But this is a pretty full coverage foundation. Okay, so that is it blended out everywhere. I'm just gonna put a little bit extra right here and just right here where I have some acne scars. I'm just picking up the extra that was on my hand. Okay, so this is what it looks like before I set it, before I literally put anything else on top of it. I personally don't think that it's that matte. Like, yes, it's definitely matte, but I definitely still have a sheen to my skin, and most matte foundations that I've tried before, your skin is like matte. But this, I don't know, I still think that this has a sheen. So, which I personally like. I think that this has a very natural skin-like finish, and I personally appreciate that. Sometimes matte foundations are not as flattering. So this I think looks really good on the skin. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and then I will be back. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty full coverage. I won't say that it's like absolutely full coverage because you can still see just a couple of imperfections on my face, which I don't mind. I would rather have something that's comfortable than something that is just like masking my face and feels like really heavy makeup all day. I think that everything, all of my products sit on top of it really nicely. Like I said, this is I think my 5th time wearing it, and I've had no issues with any makeup on top of it. Creams, powders, setting sprays, different primers, different moisturizers, just all different products. I've had no issues with any of them. I think the longest that I've worn it for is about 10 hours, and it still looked really, really good. I did end up blotting my face one time when I wore it for that long, just because I am a little bit oily, but it's also 95 degrees and humid where I live right now, and so I don't know that any makeup is gonna stand up to that just because it's been so disgusting outside. Overall, I really, really like this foundation. I do want to try it in a different shade just because I don't like the undertone on my skin, but they do have 40 shades, so I'm sure that you will be able to find a shade that is right for you. I don't know when they're going to be releasing it at like Ulta or even Walgreens or anything. Everywhere says that it's out of stock. I couldn't find it in my Ulta either, and I don't know if they just haven't released it yet or what, but I bought it on Amazon, so I'm sure that they will release it in store, and I think when they do, I'll go in and get a different shade that works better for me, because buying foundation online, unless you know the brand really well, it's hard to choose a foundation shade that you know is going to work for you. So overall, I love the packaging of this. I think that the glass is really nice. It has a pump and it locks. So even if you lost the cap, this locks unless you turn it to the front and then it will pump down. I think that the glass bottle is really nice, and I like the sleek rebranding that COVERGIRL has recently done. I think that it's really, really nice. So all of that I really like. The price point is great. It's $8.50, which is super, super affordable. And I think that some of the other drugstore brands are getting to be a little bit higher in price. So I think that $8.50 is a steal for a foundation. So yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about this, minus the shade that I ended up choosing. Let me know down below if you guys are gonna try this out, if you already have tried it out, what your favorite drugstore foundation is. Let me know all those things, since I'm interested to know what you guys have been using, what you've been loving, what you want me to try. Leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.